I am stoked about this year's fall fishing. It has been epic. It's starting to slow down a little bit. We're transitioning into the winter months, so it's going to change up just a little bit. But guys, at the end of this video, I'm going to go over the location, tide, tackle, weather, and a little bit of equipment review if you want to stay tuned for that. If not, just enjoy the fishing. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you on the water. It's either a big old drum that don't know he's hooked yet. That's a big old...
there it goes.
You see it?
It knows it's hooked now. As soon as I yanked on it, it did some head shakes. Oh yeah, black drum for sure.
Yeah, that's fish bite.
I bet my career on it.
The one you ain't got yet?
Yep.
You might have to go reel in this little rod. It's pretty close. It's going the other way there.
Now he knows it's hooked.
Well, this is our third hookup. We done got a small one in, had one break off.
God.
And this one, I didn't even realize we even had a fish. I was just reeling it in to check the bait, and it was on there. I let Christian reel this one in because that's his combo that he paid his hard-earned money for. And he loves that pin battle. A little old wasp ain't gonna hurt you. It's putting that 8-footer to the tip.
Bigger than the other fish I was going.
Well, that's because your rod's a little bit lighter than. I'm trying to think what kind of hooks are on this one. I think it's the same kind.
God, I was gonna ask you.
I think. I'm almost pretty sure that's what it is. So you can't horse it too much.
Go on, do what you gotta do.
And we've got 30-pound braid, and we've got this.
Oh, there we go.
Got this rod working. Well, fish bites. Does it again. Outfished the live mullet and live fresh cut mullet. This is actually some fish bites that were left on the hook from last time we went fishing.
I'm gonna work out tomorrow and this one right arm's gonna be sore.
Oh. You can be swimming left in the pool. Y'all see that? He's on the swim team. Trying out for some state and SEC times tomorrow and Sunday. Phenomenal swimmer here. You're probably looking at a future Olympic swimmer right here.
It's running now.
Yep. Another big black drum. Ooh, that's a big one too.
Told you.
You always try to go nose down. All right, I'm going after it. Leaving you with the camera. Turn it sideways. I want y'all to look at this beast. I mean, that's a monster right there. Caught it on the pin battle.
It's a heavy monster.
All right, let's get some measurements on it.
Try and lay it down.
Let's get up from the last one.
I mean, these are like less than 5 minutes apart, that last one.
This one don't feel near as big as the last one. It'd be kind of hard to top that one. That was my personal best black drum. Never mind, he just realized he's hooked.
Arch on that rod.
And it worries me when they do that. I can't figure out if a shark's done got a hold of him or he just realized he's hooked. Or if Buddy decided to join in, because we're fishing tandem rigs and this thing.
We've caught our biggest whiting and our really big redfish on the same setup before.
Tell you what, if you're ever down in Gulf Shores, you've got to use fish bites. I'm telling you, me and Christian, we have caught bull reds, these monster black drum, pompano, whiting, flounder. Even though it was a short, it was a flounder. And we can tell we can get on flounder. Yeah, baby, come on. Oh, he done got way out there now. Come on. Lock the drag down on it. Ready to go to the house and start. I put the fish strips back up.
We go ahead and grab those.
We're not going to measure this one. I don't feel like rolling our tape up again. Unless each is super big.
We'll give you an estimated guess. I estimate this one to be about 60 inches, 50 girth.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll measure it, you guess, and let's see who can get the closest.
And we'll pin you.
We'll give you a shout out.
That beast right there.
Yeah, baby. Alright. What's y'all's, what do y'all estimate that to be?
Let us know in the comment sections, and we'll give you a shout out. Gotta make sure to always resuscitate your fish. Oh, there he goes. Yep. Off he goes.
Now we'll end on that one for sure. We're done. We got 2 rods to get in. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video. What you think about them black drum? Phenomenal, phenomenal. Hey guys, before we get to talking about location, tides, and tackle, a couple of things I want to cover with you. Future videos. I tie my own hair jigs, and I just use a standard lead head and just tie in pink bucktail. And also these flies, me and Christian like to fly fish in the surf. We tied up these pink ones. That one's got a leader on it already. We tie up these pink flies for pompano in the surf. And you know, if you're interested in seeing a video on how to make these, just leave it in a comment below. Right now, let's go over the equipment we use real quick. We had a couple of people asking what we're using. I briefly talked about it while we were fishing, but quickly I'm going to go through this. This first combo I use for top water in the surf, but we also use it for a dropper rig, and that's this Berkeley Inshore series. Now this is a medium action rod, 7 foot long, excellent components. It's a little bit on the heavy side, and it has a medium action, and we got it paired up with a Penn SSV 4500. Got it spooled up with about 280 yards of 30-pound braid, and it will cast a mile. If you saw some of my earlier videos from last year where I was doing topwater fishing in the surf, this is the combo that I was using. It will put the brakes on some bluefish. Other combo, this is Christian's combo. This is the Penn Battle. Christian loves this combo. This is 8-foot surf combo. You can pick up from Academy Sports, or you can get it at Amazon. We got this second hand. These combos run about 130 bucks. We picked it up for $50. It was practically brand new. It was already spooled up with 30 pounds of 300 yards of 30-pound Power Pro. We also use this for throwing bubble rigs in the surf. We use it for gotchas. We also, like we have it set up right now, we use it for pompano with the dropper rigs. And these dropper rigs that I keep talking about, let's see, I got one right here. This is all we're using, guys. We just picked these up at Walmart. They're about $2 a pack. I mean, you just tie them on and put a weight on it, and you're ready to go. You ain't got to invest a bunch of money buying a bunch of hooks and leaders and whatnot. All right, the other combo we use a lot when we're throwing cut bait, fish bites. This is the rod is an Akuma up here. The rod's the Akuma Longitude. Now this is the 9-foot model. I also have the 10. I've got it paired up with a Penn, another Penn SSV 4500, same Power Pro, about 280 yards of 30-pound, and I can launch out about 6 or 7 ounces of bait and weight for a good 100 yards. Last combo I'm going to talk about today. We use this one a lot, and this is the Ambassador 7000C. We use this in the surf. This is my long distance casting combo. Now this rod is a 10-foot Catfish Special. They don't make these rods anymore that I know of. It's made by South Bend. I paid $20 for this rod 20 years ago. I used it for catfishing, and now we use it for surf fishing, and it works excellent. And you've seen some of the big fish we've hauled in with it. Some 40 and 50-pound black drum, some 20 and 30-pound bull reds. So for a cheap rod, I've gotten my money out of it more than once. Guys, thanks for watching, and now let's talk about location, tide, tackle, and weather. In the black drum, we don't eat any of the fish we catch unless we catch slot red or pompano or something, but we love catching big fish. And the black drum is top on that list, along with big bull reds and Jack Crevalle and large sharks. We just like the thrill of the battle. Anyway, guys, I wanted to talk to you about the location, tide, tackle, and weather on these black drum and redfish. During the fall here, we have the redfish run. It follows right in the middle of when the mullets start running. Now, we don't have a big mullet run here, or we didn't this year like we have years in past. I don't know if it has something to do with the red tide. Even the redfish run was short-lived in our area. But anyway, on to the black drum. If you like catching big fish, you want to catch these black drum, they're fairly easy to catch in the fall time. Normally these fish hang out in deep water. They like deep water, they like brackish water. But during the fall, these larger fish can handle the salinity of being closer to the ocean a lot better. And the location we're fishing is at the mouths of estuaries and passes. Whether you got your ship channels or boat channels for boats coming in and out of the bays to the ocean, those locations are ideal for big bull reds, big black drum, and other species as well. And the reason why is because it's a highway. It's a highway from the ocean to the bays and to the brackish water. And as summer progresses and it gets into fall, all the small fry, all your smaller crabs have grown up to adult. They're moving offshore. So, excuse me. So these big bull reds and black drum, what they're doing, they're congregating at the mouth of these estuaries and passes, and it's just a buffet for them. So these big black drum are coming up out of the deep water, and they're coming up on these flats. And the area where we're fishing is really a large flat. It's probably 200 yards out, slow gradual drop off, then it drops off to about 30 feet. But we're fishing on top of this flat, and these fish push these bait fish up on these flats, and it's easy pickings for them. So that's the location we've been catching them, and really that's a year-round spot for them. And here comes Christian. He's been asleep for 18 hours. He's just bummed out on me. Had to come out here and record this by myself. But anyway, guys, that was the location. As far as the tide, 2 hours before, right at the turn of the tide, whether it's the incoming tide or outgoing tide, first 2 hours are your best times. And if you can schedule around that, you'll find you'll have better luck with that. As far as tackle, anything you use for fresh water, you can also use for salt water for these fish. You just have to use your drag if you're using light line. Some of these guys down here catch these big black drum and redfish on 10-pound test line and even smaller. You just have to work your drag and just tire the fish down a little bit at a time. The key is having a rod big enough to heave 4 to 6 ounces of weight. That's the issue. It's not whether the rod and reel can handle the fish. It's being able to, like we use these surf rods to get heavy baits out further distance. If it wasn't for that, I'd just use my regular bass tournament equipment and just keep it rinsed off. So you don't have to have a bunch of fancy equipment when you come down here going after these redfish and black drum. As far as the weather, overcast seems to work best for us unless you're pompano fishing, and they seem to like it when it's a little bit sunnier. Here lately the water's been really stained on the outgoing tide because of all the rain we've had, but on the incoming the water's clearing up the mouth of these estuaries and passes, so you got a little bit clearer water. But anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to cover with you right now. I hope you enjoyed that video of them big black drum. We're looking forward to getting back on them. We went out this weekend. The weather was miserable, and we didn't stay very long. We didn't have any luck. I think the red tide has come in and done its damage, and we'll talk about that later. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you'll keep on top of the videos. We're going to start doing as the winter progresses, we're going to go into what's biting, what's not biting. So if you're coming down this winter for Christmas or New Year's or during February, you know, we got sheep's head and pompano and whiting that'll be full swing. So be watching out for that. Thanks again, guys.